watch the stream.
Oh, okay. Here I am. Cool.
Okay.
You're not on Behance or anything like that?
Not yet.
Okay.
Going live right now.
Oh.
Yeah, you got here right on time. I'm telling you, once you got here, that's it. Let's go.
Of course. That's cool. How's everybody doing?
Fine, you?
Chilling.
I've been cooking all day and doing yard work because it got hot, so I went outside.
Yeah, it was abnormally warm today.
Yeah.
One of those will be coming soon, like 15 minutes later, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
10
how about
minutes in, still starting.
man? How about stuff for the yard? Everything. It was just awesome. I can't wait to spring this.
Yeah, don't buy me one of those things called a yard. I need one of those.
It took me a while to get one. I enjoyed it.
Definitely. I want a barbecue.
Man, yep. 1 year in the making. I finally got what I wanted. So I'm waiting on spring to come so I can just throw slabs on the grill of anything.
I just want to burn some chicken.
There you go.
I like that he said burn and not cook.
Right?
Just burn it.
We're just gonna put it on the grill and forget about it.
Exactly.
That's the best kind. Nice and crispy.
I'm gonna stream outside though. I can't wait. On the porch and outside while I'm grilling. Dude,
Do it. You know, Tom connects with us while he out in the street.
Yeah,
getting coffee
pizza
and
everything.
pizza. Yeah.
Lord of life.
Just don't accidentally put your iPad on.
Oh no. I got tables and chairs outside. It's like a whole new thing out in the back. It's been a year.
Taking the slab from the river and accidentally putting it up, using the iPad as a plate.
And see, that's where Boss Baby comes. She'll do that. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait. I'm painting right now. I got a client. She wants it yesterday. So I'm painting.
I'm gonna do a live stream painting, for real painting on canvas. I have this big table that I'm gonna paint on. I already took the legs off, and I'm just gonna paint on the board. It's 4 feet by 3 feet.
Dope. Springtime is the time to paint. Man. You got flowers blooming and all that stuff, and it's just like it's that fresh art feeling. Every year for me, I paint like a mug, man. And I'm ready. I've got 2 in the works right now, and I just bought a big piece of canvas, almost my height. It's like $50. Oh my God, this thing is huge.
All right, we're about to go live, y'all.
Yeah.
No cursing, no talking bad about nobody. Let's turn this on and let's go. Who we got? We already got people? No, not yet. All right. Behance is up. Facebook is up. The music is over. Now let's play the intro. Yes, and just like that, we are live once again. Thank you all for joining me tonight. I need to choose a mouse so that I can turn down some of this audio. Welcome everybody to another live stream. My name is Delta Tango Mike, and you are now, and what do I call my Wednesday drawing things? I forget. I have a theme and a name for everything. It's a sketching and drawing session. It is hashtag First Sketch 2021. But tonight I'm going to be drawing on the iPad with Adobe Illustrator. That is what I'm after tonight. I have this idea, and I actually started playing with this art style for a while now. And it's going to be my second time doing this kind of portrait. So that's what I'm going to work on. A portrait and Adobe Illustrator on the iPad. So get ready for that. Just double checking that my Apple Pencil is ready to go. Oh my gosh, what a day. What's up to Preston joining us on Behance? We got Odari. He always says, what up, dope? What up, dope? And it reminds me of some Ice Cube. I need some hardcore beats in a second. And there goes RB and Diane. How are you doing? Motor Void in the house. What's up? And Prestonification says, yes, sir. What up, everybody? And RB said, wazoo. How do you say that, RB? Wazoo? What's up? You're missing the P. Unless, there you go. What's up? Oh my gosh. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. We are streaming live to everywhere. And everywhere is Facebook, YouTube, Behance, LinkedIn, Periscope. And that's it. Yeah. I need to get back on Twitch. I have a Twitch channel. And look, now I got to log in. Oh my gosh. Come on. Yes, some little hiccups here and there. We have some folks joining us on the Discord. You are welcome to come into the Discord yourself. And let's see. Let me. I have to concentrate. Okay, there it is. We have some folks in the Discord joining us right now. You will be able to hear their voice once they start talking. Once I give them a chance to talk, because I take up a lot of the time hearing my own voice. But we have, let's see, Bree in the house, Dark Light, D, Festus Clever. There you go. And if I get it wrong, please correct me. Odari Lorian in the house, Motor Void, Golden Rose. I'm trying to go too fast. Personification, RB, and Steve Festivus. So look, you guys have a similar name right there. We're going to have a battle of some kind to see who's going to keep the name. Festus Cleaver or Steve Festus? What we going to do about that, Odari?
They can keep the names, man. Festus,
oh, they keep the name? They can have the same name?
Yeah. And one's the first name, one's the last name.
I guess. I do know a lot of Daniels, a lot of Dans, and I don't mind. Like, I'm cool. I call him Daniel. Yeah, all right. That's cool. Okay, fine. Fine, Odari. We're going to do it your way. All right, y'all. So let me go ahead. What? Say that again.
Keep it moving. That's it. It's only one DTM.
Right. That's only one. That's right. Now, that is true. There's only one DTM, and I will battle anybody for that name. I'll battle you. We will battle. All right, so we got Monica in the house. What's up, Monica? And RB got the dad jokes already. How does Golden Rose bloom? You know, they're cool jokes, RB, but that's what they're called. Being golden, says over here. All right. Cool. All right. So now I did forget to set up one page. Let me see if I can do this right. And that's because I was waiting on this pencil to charge. So y'all forgive me. This drawing that you see right here, I did that last week. Yeah, it was last week. And I was working on getting the overlays working. Oh my gosh. Preston is using up all his bandwidth in his house. Prestonification, aka Preston. He is also on YouTube saying what's up. That is crazy. That is cool, and I appreciate that. All right, let's see. Let's do this. Cinemaker. Today I am drawing or using, no, I am streaming with Cinemaker. It is a streaming app for Mac and iOS. And I got my window ready. There it is. Boom. Oh, there it is. Look at that. It works. But do I want that? Or do I want this one? Let me check and see. I think I'm going to go ahead and turn that off right there. Boom. And this one, turn that one on instead. Boom. And then fix this. Because what I really want, let me see, what's that picture-in-picture showing up on 2. And this is showing up on 2 also. So let's click on that. I'm sorry, you guys. I have to play around a little bit. There it is. Oh, yeah, that was it. Let me think about this. Oh, there it is. So don't need that one. Working on a couple of things here. Yeah, bear with me. There it is. Look, you can see me. I can see myself. Yes. All right. So if I can see myself, then you guys can see me. And let's go with that. All right. Let's go. Whew, that was a lot of work. Let me go ahead and take a sip of my coffee. Oh, RB says Odari came up with a new name for the quadruple stream. Adopt. That's crazy because I liked how the word adopt, but it also is our initials. That means we have to come back, y'all. If you were not here on Monday, go back on Behance, look through my profile, and find the video from Monday. That's right. We had Dan, I'm Dan. O for Odari. P for personification. And T for Tamika. Nice. Oh, Monica says, I need coffee too. Yes. Oh, fresh coffee. Yes. It's almost the right temperature. Almost. Just a little longer. Personification says, need t-shirts. And I love adopt. Artists. Dan, Odari, personification, Tamika. I like that. We might have to do something about that. If Tom was here, he'd be taking notes and then telling us what to do about it. All right, we'll get to it. All right, let me see. Can you see my screen? Yes, there it is. There's it looks a little weird right here. Let me fix it. Boom.
And then that's all the everybody that uses Sketchable.
That's right. So these
Yes,
are all
sir.
sketchable artists. So we need to get Sketchable to buy them shirts
Exactly.
and send them to all of us. Yeah. Who came up with the idea? Odari?
No, that was
RB?
RB.
RB came up with the idea. Oh, they're going to have to send RB a poster. Everybody else gets a t-shirt. There you go. He's an originator, right? He came up with that. Yeah. I like that. All right, cool. I do have to. I'm sorry, you guys. I am clicking on things because there's some things that I need to make adjustments on. Let me see if you can hear. Oh, there it is. Let's turn that up a little bit so that I can hear people on the Discord. All right, cool. So let's get to it, right? So I have a drawing to do. Let me see. I don't know if I have it saved on this iPad. I'm going to double check and see if I didn't save it. I need to scroll and grab it. And while I'm looking, look, this chair, my wife painted it, and she's been painting a lot of mandalas. Check her out, Tres Flores on Instagram.
Nice.
Yeah, that's her work right there. And she likes doing stuff with art. And what I like about when my wife paints is that she don't think about how much hard work that's going to be to accomplish the thing that she has in mind, this idea. She's like, well, I'm just going to paint and this is what I want. And I'm like, ooh, that's going to be some steps right there.
Man,
And,
I've known you and your wife around the same time, and I did not know that she done that.
Yeah, she paints and
awesome.
takes pictures. She loves flowers. And but you don't see her bragging about it. Yeah, she just shares a little bit.
That's
Now,
awesome.
this picture right here, my brother-in-law made. He painted that. There is an area in Atlanta called the Beltline. And it's nothing but old railroad tracks that have been paid over. And now it's like a walkway, bike, right-of-way type of stuff. And so this is one of my nieces that he painted. This is Sarah. This is my other niece, Sophia. And then my nephew, Solomon. And I took this picture of Solomon when he was 2 years old. Of course, he's now 17, going to be 18 later on this year. And that's his mural. So we was out walking a week ago and saw the murals. Like, okay, took some pictures. Oh, there we go. The wife and I. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Thank you, Odari. Let me see now.
Y'all
Let
my
me see if I
peeps,
can
man.
find...
I love y'all. Yeah, it's like that's been years. Now we
Mhm.
all old and gray haired and all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Got grandkids and stuff.
Yeah, we do. We were kids ourselves when we met, Odari.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, now let's see. Where is it? Those are pictures that my wife took. There goes the chair again.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. She did a good job. Lots of patience. Like me, I gotta draw. It's gotta come out. I don't have time for all this little tiny stuff. All right, let's see. Where is this picture? Oh my God. Thank you y'all for joining us here on the Discord. Thank you for stopping through. There goes my little grandbaby. And where is this picture? Oh, there she go right there. That's a cute picture. Look at her. Oh my God. She's a year and a half. All right. Let's see. Where is that photo? That's a picture of me. Oh, there it is. Okay. Boom. This is the photo that I'm going to work on tonight. Let's go ahead and save it. Come on. This save.
Who are the
Boom,
girls?
Save him.
Who the
So
older girls?
this is Sophia, and that's Sarah. And those two girls are Lord Yada's daughters.
Get out of here.
Lord Yada is my brother-in-law. Him and I owned a tattoo shop together for 8 years, from 1997 to 2005.
He kept that a secret too. I didn't know. Yeah, man, y'all got kids and stuff going on. I don't even know.
Yeah, those kids are big now. Very big kids. All right, let's see. Here we go. Turn that down a little bit. Cool. And so this is my granddaughter. There she goes.
I know a little bit. Yeah, that's
A little bit. That's right, my little bit. So, all right, got that. So I have my picture. Let me see. I see it. Let's go ahead and get Illustrator. And I'm going to roll with Adobe Illustrator tonight. What have I worked on lately in Illustrator? I'm constantly doing something. And there we go. Boom. Create new. Nope, not that one. Create new. Here it is. Let's say 11 by 17. Should I make it 11 by 17? Yeah. That's okay. Yeah. Let's go. I start overthinking at this point. It's like, don't want it to be like this. Don't want it to be like that. What's it going to be? I don't know. 11 by 17 is good. Create a file. Come on. iPad. Boom. Come on. No,
so your project tonight is you're going to do the girls in Illustrator.
That's right.
Okay.
I'm going to do these girls in Adobe Illustrator. I'm going to trace them, but I'm gonna try this style. I'm going to use this style. Let me name this and then bring in the picture. So it's called Lucas, because that's Lord Yada's last name, Lucas Durham.
So now I have another question for you.
What's up?
Why did you choose Illustrator instead of doing it in Fresco and then transferring it to Illustrator? Why did you do that tonight?
Because I want this very sharp and clean shapes. That's what I want. And in Fresco, you get that organic, which is okay. And I like that too. But here's what I want. Here's the art style. Boom. There you go. So we went to a wedding late last year. And the whole family was together. This was the bride's side of the family. So the bride and my wife are sisters. And then there's the other sister right here. And then her kids on this side. And my wife's kids on this side. And then the husbands. And then me. And I'm the husband of that. And then they're the husband and wife right there. And that's their kids. So I like this art style. I saw it somewhere. I was like, I like that no face. It's kind of like no face. I don't know. Something like, I don't know what you would call it. I saw it, and so I like it. And so I think this looks really well in Adobe Illustrator. What do you think?
Yes. Awesome.
Yeah.
Very awesome.
Works?
Yep, I'll go with that.
Yeah, let's roll with it. Well, what y'all going to say? No, Dan. Draw a cartoon.
Terrible, Dan.
We would tell
terrible.
you, to be honest.
Oh, you would tell me? Yeah, you'd be
You
like,
would
Dan,
think
that's
so.
not a good idea, man. Don't do that. I appreciate you.
Just kidding. You gotta keep it real. No, but it looks cool. When you were doing it, I saw it. I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool. So,
Okay.
I was
Yeah, and that was a few weeks ago when I did that one. Yeah. And so It was a couple weeks ago. My wife said, "Hey, look at this picture. You should draw this." I said, "I'll do it." Yes, and I like how number one, the shape of their faces and their heads is very similar. All right, and everybody got the cheeks. Sophia has the high cheekbones, but Sarah has the cheeks right here coming out right there, and of course my little bit. Look at those big old cheeks right there. Right, they have the round forehead. Okay, the round little nose, and then the puffy hair. Listen, when you don't have hair like me, and you bald head, you learn to appreciate hairstyles and lots of hair.
I got one
That's
of
why I
those
keep
here.
mine grown.
You keep yours grown personification?
Yep, I'm not cutting that. I'm trying to get my afro in full effect.
Yes, sir.
Well, one day it'll be gone, so enjoy it all you can. Not everybody goes bald, but when you
Start
do,
getting
you're
that
like,
George
oh man, I
Jefferson,
remember I used to
brother.
have a lot of hair. A lot of hair.
Start getting that George Jefferson. Cherish it.
Mm-hmm.
Telling
yeah.
you, I can't even get that.
I do feel that itch where my spiral forms.
Yeah, so I like everything about this picture, and so that's what I'm going to do. That's what we're here to do today. How's it going to look? I don't know, but I hope it looks good. I'm just going to go for it and see what happens. I want to give a shout out to everybody where it says Monica's nice. It's so pretty. Like I said in a Discord, lady first adopt. Me too, but Tamika is last. Oh, I love adopt. Okay. We have to discuss with her. Okay. Whoa, family of artists. Yes. Oh, you don't know the half of it. Hello, Miss Suha. How are you? So, my daughter, both of my daughters are artists. One's a visual artist. The other one's a hairstylist. My brother-in-law is an artist. His son is a photographer and he likes to do graphic design. She is super smart and likes to do art, but also likes thinking about adult ideas and things like real estate and interior design. And then she likes to draw and paint, like super big imagination. And then my little bit is starting to use her left hand to draw and write. I give her the pencil in the right hand, and then she'll switch it to the left hand and start drawing. So I think she's a lefty. I think.
Uh-oh.
Any lefties in the house?
I think my little one might be left-handed because when she walks up the stairs, she leads with her left hand, and then when she's eating, she grabs the spoon with her left hand. So she might be left-handed. But she's just saw the pediatrician today, and she said we won't find out until she's like 3 or 4 for sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what's when they really get their motor skills locked in. I gotcha. What's up, Tamika? Joining us on Facebook. Yes, we were talking about you. There's a whole bunch of people talking about you on Behance, so you probably need to check in and see what's happening. All right, so what do we do first? I'm going to start with the face. I think I want to start with the face. Or maybe I want to start with the body. I'm going to start with the baby. All right, because she's a baby. I like the hair. I like the puff. And let's roll with that. And so first things first, pen tool. That's what I like about Illustrator, about vector in general. It's all about dots. And if you ever wanted to understand vector illustration or vector art or vector, what's it all about? Try to remember the days when you used to play these puzzle games, connect the dots. That's it. That's what vector is connect the dots. If you can connect the dots, then you can do vector. That's it. It's basic. Let me show you real quick lesson for those of you who want to know more. That's a dot. There goes another dot. Another dot, and boom, back to where I started. There's 4 dots. It's a triangle. Or no, that's not a triangle. That's wrong. A square. It's a square. It's a kite. It could be a lot of different things. So these dots are called anchor points. And between the dots is a line that we call a path. And so wherever you move the dot, the line is going to connect. And so it's like connect the dots. You use a line to connect the dots. However, the extras on this is, let's say instead of a hard corner, you want a curve. So I double click it, and guess what? We have a curve. Not only do we have a curve, we have a handle. Look at that handle. So wherever I move that handle, it takes over and adjusts that line or that path in between the two dots, between the two anchor points. The dots are called anchor points, anchor points, anchor point, handle, and path. Let me see if I can grab that path. It won't let me touch the path. On the desktop, you can grab that path and move it wherever you want. Boom. There he goes. And so now, if I want a curve on instead of a corner, so now every time I select a anchor point, you'll get to see the menu, and I can just click on the menu and say, okay, curve that out. Or make it a corner, or curve it. Corner, curve, corner, curve, corner, curve. Or get rid of it. There it is, gone. It's gone. And so this is the basics of how we create art or images, illustrations, little pictures on Illustrator. And that's what we're going to do tonight. All right, let's trash this whole thing. Now go ahead and open up your own Illustrator and get to it. Let's get to it. And then to it. All right, let me go ahead and do the face just because I can see it. I see the face. Boom. There we go. And so we have a few tools that help us draw our paths and use the pen tool to give us what we want. On the left hand side, we have the selection tool, and I can select the whole shape. Then we have the direct selection tool that lets us select the actual anchor points. And then the pen tool, which is how we make our anchor points and shapes. It's not officially called a shape, it's called a path. But when you close the path around itself, I call it a shape. You can call it whatever you want. What's up, Tamika's in the house? Yes, RB, go ahead. Tell her what you want to say. And who we got? Hi, everybody. Oh, Tom made it. Nice, nice, nice is what's popping. RB was, and everybody was talking about Adopt. Monica says, I love Adopt. RB says we came up with a new name for the quadruple stream, Adopt. So what do you think about that, Tamika? All right, so I need a color. So what I'm going to do is go here, select my fill color, get my eyedropper, and let's go here. Boom. And I don't want a stroke. Turn it off. Got it. Uh-oh. Oh, so it crashed. Nice. And that's because there is a thing here. You guys can't see what's happening. So let me try a whole nother way to connect. Oh no. What happened? I am still live. Spearing connectivity issues. I understand. Thank you. Keep me on the internet. Here we go.
Yep, you're still live.
Okay, cool. It the iPad crashed. I was doing too much. Too much. All right, there we go. Boom. iPad Pro, bring it in. Okay, it should work now. Let's see. There it is. It does look weird. Do I need to fix it? That's what happens. With the live show, that's how it goes. Oh, I know what it was. It's not that one, it's this one. This reset. There it goes. Is that the reset? Yes.
Dan, we should mention that there were some issues today, and there were a couple stream crashes on Behance today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they had a couple severe
Yes, there
crash
actually
downs.
was, and I did not know. And it didn't show up on my stream yesterday, but yes, I noticed other people They were talking about it.
Ours
Hold on
was
1 second.
flawless yesterday compared to what I saw today.
Yeah. All right, this is not gonna work, so let's go ahead. Oh yeah, I know what to do. No. Close it. I'm sorry guys, let me fix a couple of things here. You guys can't see what I'm doing, but I'm trying. I'm telling you that I'm doing something. All right, trust me. Here we go. Done. Bring that in. Picture in picture. Boom. 3. Oh, what is that for?
Nice T-shirt, Dan. I printed that.
Oh, that's right. Oh, Dari Lorian.
That's my work.
You were there.
That's nice.
And this is our 8-year anniversary T-shirt.
Nice.
When I had my tattoo shop. Yep, that's right. That is my nephew Solomon. That is shit. That's
With
it.
the goatee.
He was the subject. Go ahead.
With the goatee.
He was a
I remember
2-year-old.
that print. Yeah.
The only 2-year-old with the goatee. That's right. And what happened? Let me see. I'll tell you a story. Let me see. There he goes right there. What's crazy is that my brother-in-law, Lord Yada, he had a picture of Solomon as a baby. And in those days, we were still printing out pictures, the photographs. You take a picture, go to Eckert's. Who remembers Eckert's? Atlanta. Go to the pharmacy, you print out the pictures, and bam, you have pictures. Well, he likes to cut out the pictures. He does a lot of like that scrapbooking type a style of pictures. He does the collages. And he did a picture. He took a picture of Solomon, cut out his face, added an afro, added the, oh, there he goes right there, the goatee, and I think he drew some wings. So anyways, he had this collage, and I said to him, that needs to be on a t-shirt. And he is very digitally adverse. Like, he doesn't like digital artwork or doesn't like doing it. He can do it. He just not a fan. He's not against it. He's just not excited about it. Well, he looks at me and he says, you do it then. I was like, all right. I took it as a challenge. And that was one of my first Adobe Illustrator images. I was learning Adobe Illustrator, and I said, you know what? I'll do that shirt. I'll do it. I'll design it. And so I did the face. There's the face. Yeah.
Wow, really?
Cool. Yeah.
We printed a lot of things, man. I didn't know that was your first.
Yeah. I didn't know. See, that's the part about when you're starting out and doing art. Like, you don't know how much work it is. You don't know if it's a lot of work. You don't know if it's a little work. You just do it. You're like, all right, I have this idea. And then you do it. And the more time.
Is it a lot of work because you're first learning and you're just starting out? Or is it a lot of work because it's just a lot of work?
It's because it takes a lot to get the artwork the way you want it to look like when it's in Illustrator. Yeah, that's it.
And then you had to do color separations for the t-shirt. How many colors is on that shirt?
Well, I don't know. I did not do that part. See, that's the part that
we did.
So
that.
Bo,
okay.
That's right. You and Bo.
Okay.
That's your job. And so I handed Bo the artwork. And
here because he's magical with what he does with Photoshop, vector and color separations in Photoshop. And I'm sure that's how he did your shirt. That man, he had skills that I couldn't understand.
Yep. Yep. And so that's where a lot of work. But now this has to be the kind of artwork that can put into work this other way. And there's a whole another process. And when you're starting out, you just do stuff. You're like, let's do this, let's do that, etc., etc. And now when people talk about apparel, merchandise, and so on, you're like, you know how much that work that takes? That takes a lot of work. All right.
So you probably could, but what's your input on that? What do you think?
Well, I'm pretty sure you could, but oh yeah, this is a Adobe problem. Well, I think that you need the alpha channels, right? Isn't that the color separation thing? Part of the process?
Depending on what you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I do all my stuff on Illustrator.
On Illustrator. But don't
Yeah,
you use the
actually-
alpha channels and all that stuff? What is it?
Nope.
Red, blue, green, black, or something?
That's you're talking about a whole nother process. That's what is it called? The term it's on the tip of my tongue. That's something totally different. When you use the 4 different colors, you use the cyan and the yellow.
Yeah, CMYK.
Yeah,
Right.
CMYK. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's a different process. So it's different ways to do color separations. It depends on what
What's the difference in those two processes? What's the difference?
CMYK, you can do like, okay, if you took a photo of someone and you wanted all the colors, you blend all those colors together to get those browns and blues and what you want. Like the picture that Dan is doing now, you can do that in CMYK, and it will look like that on a T-shirt. It's all a dot process. Now you're doing regular color separations where you're just using the bold color itself. Like say you're doing I don't know, maybe the Pepsi Cola logo. You want that red, you want that blue, you want the white, but you want it all separated. And if you put it on a black shirt, you need a white underbase to go with that. So, but then I've dealt with discharge and things like that, and that's a different process as well. So it's like, you juggle with color separations on different processes. T-shirts is real complicated.
See, I have no idea what you even said. What was that? What?
Yep. It's a science, bro. Yeah, it's a science.
It is a science.
He was a great teacher, and it's like I can go anywhere in the United States and get a job because I know how to mess.
Right.
But yeah,
because you understand and know that stuff. Yeah, and that's part of the process that I'm talking about. That it takes a lot of work. I just like to draw. I will draw a picture. I will draw whatever I want. And then let somebody else come in and do the other parts of what's it going to take to put this on a shirt. And,
right, but what's cool is that
about.
you are using Illustrator to where it makes it easier for us to do it versus a client that just sends a picture that's got 72 resolution and it's like, that's work. You know what I mean? Where it's like, you could probably do a picture in Fresco and send it to a T-shirt shop, and we could work from that, because it's already in vector.
And that's the thing, too, is that in the beginning, when I first started getting T-shirts printed, I was just giving Bo a piece of paper with a drawing on it and said, here, put that on a shirt.
Oh, my God.
Yep. I did not know anything, and I did not want to know. And let me tell you, I still don't want to know. I just want to know how it looks. Does it look right? Does it not look right? What do I need to do to the artwork to make it right? Tell me, and I will do it. But do I want to know your process and even do it for you? No. Do I want that to be my job? No. So get with Odari if you want some color separation.
You're doing that right now, actually.
Well,
in some form or fashion, yes.
Some form or fashion.
Odari, the bottom line, Odari, is if let's say he's only using 4 colors. He's got 300 layers, but he's only using 4 colors. In the end, the final file should be separated so that each color, no matter where it is in the art, correct me if I'm wrong, should be on the same layer. So if you have black, one layer. If you have all blue, on another layer, light blue, another layer, and then you have yellow, 4th layer. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. Now, if you're doing that on a white shirt, that's all you need. But if you do it on a black shirt or a darker color shirt, you need a white.
Okay, hold on.
underbase.
On a black shirt, you would have to kind of make another layer, which would also be the white layer, which would be like a solid layer that's going to go down first to pop out all the colors off of the black material, correct?
Yes, the underbase. And this is all plastisol talk we're talking. Now, if you're using water base or discharge, it's a whole other thing because it bleaches out the color of a dark shirt. So you don't need an underbase. And this is a more complex form of printing, and every screen printer that I try to take this to is scared of it. I don't know why. They don't want to deal with it. They want to use paint or ink, as they call it. Discharge is it's a bleaching agent. It bleaches out the color of the shirt and your image is on your shirt. And it's a real complicated process, but if you get it done right, it looks glamorous. I'm going to share you guys some stuff I did in the Discord on discharge. It's totally amazing to me still to this day.
Thanks.
All right.
No
I hope
problem.
somebody was taking notes.
Yeah, because I'm not doing this no more. But I'll tell you how to do it. You want to be a screen printer?
Yeah.
Let me
And
know.
that's the thing, right? Is that you have to know so many different things that work together to get something to work right. And when you know how much work it is in the beginning, you're like, man, I ain't doing that. And but when you don't know, you just do it. That's the beauty of it. And at the end, you're like, whoa, that was cool. And you don't know that was a lot of work. You just like the end result. But to answer the original question that started this part of the conversation was, somebody asked, I think it was you, Adari. Did I color separate it? Did I do it all in? Did I do the color separations or something? And
No,
the answer
can
is
you
no.
do it in Fresco? Can you do it in Fresco?
Oh, that was another thing. Right. Can I do that in Fresco? So this drawing, it was from full color when I brought it to Bo. I said, here's the file. This is what I want. And then he said, make this in 4 colors. And I was like, no, I can't do that. I don't know what to do. I would have to like some colors, the gradients just mashing in or something. I don't know. I said to him, look, you do it. You do what you think looks right. Let's roll with it. And then he picked blue. And I was like, oh, I like that. And that's it. That's where the shirts came out. They came out blue. Originally, it was not blue. There was browns, reds, yellows, a whole bunch of stuff. And I didn't feel like trying to figure out the colors or color match because Bo, what he'll do, he will make the color to the exact hue and saturation that you select. And but then that would have got me involved into figuring those things out. And I said, nah, man, just do it. And so it came out really nice. But could you do that in Fresco? I don't know. I think you need, what would you need? Just 4 layers? And just working with 4 layers in 4 colors?
Well, if you're using a 6-color machine, you can do up to, if you're using a 10-color printing press, you could do a lot more colors. You just have to separate the colors. You know what I mean? I've done stuff for Isaac Hayes in Discharge with his son. I did stuff for him. And we did water-based things. And it was more than just 4 colors. You're talking about the C-Cam and Y. There's more to it than just that. You know what I mean? Because what you got on your shirt right now, that is not C-Cam and Y. That's something totally different.
That's just, yeah.
That's
and
probably,
I don't know. I guess I'm not sure of what is this that we need to have at the end for to know if we can do it in Fresco or not.
Yeah.
What do we need at the end?
I would think that everybody could probably do their own color separations without going to the next guy, and you can already have your work already done. But see, a lot of these printers are not familiar with Fresco, so you would have to probably, transfer all of that work to Illustrator. So, they don't charge you for those t-shirt prices, for the artwork. You say, well, I got the artwork, just print it. There is a
file type.
Yeah, there's a way around all that stuff. So Illustrator is the go-to, but up here in Michigan, everybody likes Corel. We still in the Stone Age up here, and every shop I go to and I try, I tell them the new style, they don't want to hear it. They're kind of scared of it. So you still using plastisol? That shirt that you have on is that plastisol? Is it still
Yeah,
inked,
this
or?
well, it's the print that's over the fabric. Yeah, you can
Oh,
feel the
yeah,
print. Yeah, you
yeah,
can feel
but it's
it.
watered down for sure. If you did it at velocity, it's very smooth. I'm pretty sure it's
It's
very
well,
smooth.
this is back in the day before that. I've had other shirts where that stuff you're talking about, where it bleaches the shirt. I have other shirts
Yeah.
like that. The one I was wearing yesterday is like that. It's yellow, and the print you can't even feel the ink. It's just you can just feel the fabric.
Right.
Yeah,
But I bet
this
you
one
can
you can
feel
feel
that one, but it's not bulletproof, right? It's not super thick on
No,
your shirt.
it is. It has some thickness. It's already starting to crack, but it's some good quality because this is over 10 years old.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's got cracks on it,
Yeah.
but it ain't fall off.
Yeah. We
So,
did some quality stuff up there.
oh
You
yeah, I
know,
gotta love Bo, man. Bo loves
he's a
producing
beast.
great, amazing work. Good night, RB. Take it easy, brother.
RB.
Some nights he's the last one to leave.
Right.
All right.
He lost his vampire status card.
All right, let's see. I'm almost done with this. I've spent a lot of time trying to figure out the hair. Got the buns. All right, let's see. All right, who do we have in the Discord tonight? Who else came in? All right, look at all those people. That's awesome. Tamika
I
made it
made it
through. We
in.
got Monica.
I'm late, but I made it.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
You made it before we took attendance, so you're still present.
Right.
I love it. All right, let's see what is happening here. Oh, yeah, I got that. What I'm trying to do is make this hair. There we go. Boom, there it is. And use the circle shape so that I can then get all the little bubble looking pieces, the fluffiness, right? That's what I'm after right here. So there you go. Boom. So Odari, what you probably need to do, what you ought to do, is talk about color separation next time you do your Freestyle Friday. And talk about what's this process about, what's it for, what do you need to bring to a printer when you're printing something. Yeah,
Most
so
definitely.
we used to bring a piece of paper with artwork on it. So here, I want this.
Yeah. No, most definitely. If people seeking a job or something on the side right quick, yeah, you could do color separations from home. And you don't have to go into the job. It's cats that we dealt with in Germany and other places of the world, and we were doing artwork like that when I screen printed in Florida, because there's a lot of baseball activity down there, and there wasn't any artist that could really deal with that kind of stuff. This was like maybe 10 years ago or more when I was in Florida, and we would go overseas to get people to do our illustrations. So I mean, we didn't have anything in house. We had something, but it wasn't as complex as what it is today. So we went overseas for it.
Nice. Well, there you go.
But now I could teach it.
There you go. You probably should do like a couple of videos. Go ahead, Prestification.
Said after he teaches me how to speak that language.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, me and Preston got a project that's secret.
Oh, really?
Yep.
We doing glyphs. I know how to create glyphs and make languages out of them and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm looking through my Rolodex now, looking for all of those languages that I created. So, yeah, I'll share it with you guys. I shared it with Preston earlier.
Well, you guys gotta, or you, Odari, whatever project you were talking about with D a couple weeks ago. That's another secret project.
Yep,
Nobody
I'm working
told
on
me
that
about
too.
it.
I'm busy. I'm super busy. And I love it though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I want in on it. There we go. So right now I'm making a shape just so that I can get the shape the way I want it. Look at my little bit. She got muscles. Look at those muscles. Ugh. Yeah.
Guns.
So, yes, guns.
Here's a question. So when you're doing this type of work, do you keep that outline part or do you eventually get rid of it and just leave it as the color?
So no outlines. No outlines.
Okay.
It's just going to be colors.
So
Yeah,
you use the outline part just so you can see what you're doing, right? And then after you put the color in, you get rid of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, see,
so
okay.
now
Yeah.
I'm moving into, I'm moving into the fill color and select that color right there. Let me add it to my swatches so that I don't have to keep doing that. And now that I did that, I can go back to the other layer or other shape actually. And now I'm going to bring that in like this. Boom.
And make the shadow without doing a whole bunch of extra work. Nice.
That's right.
Super dope. That's dope.
So there we go. And let me add that to the swatches. So there, I have my color swatches. Boom.
Wow.
See, look at that. Bam. And I'll probably clean up a little bit of this some more.
Yeah, in the t-shirt world, that's 3 colors without the underbase. So you already got 3 colors right there. 3 different screens, and if it's on a dark shirt, you'd have to have a white underbase. So yeah, that you're doing color separation right now.
In a sense, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have other colors. So for every layer, every color, I'm gonna do a layer. So is that what that is?
Yes. Every layer is your color.
Every color needs to have a layer.
Yes, and that would be the screen. Each color is a screen when you do a t-shirt. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So I have to keep the colors the same color on one single layer. So no matter where the color is, as long as the same color is in one layer.
Yes.
Now
but on the desktop version, you could select one shape and then select all of the same color when you're all done. I don't think you could do that on the iPad.
But that's color separation as well. It's like if you select everything and it's that one color, that's the color you're gonna use when you burn that screen to put on the t-shirt. So yeah, it's the same thing. It's like, but see, that's the only thing. Now that Dan, what you're minimizing or getting rid of, you can't have a color underneath another color. You know what I mean? They have to be like touching. You know what I mean? But they can't be underneath. That's the only difference with the t-shirt thing. Because when you print it, you see it. You know what I mean?
And when you print it, you print one color at a time. The ink comes in, and so that has to be in order. That's the color separation also. Which color comes first?
Yeah, and every print is different. Sometimes you do light to dark. Sometimes you do dark to light. But there's sometimes you have to have a flash point. You have to dry certain colors because you can't do everything wet. Well, it'll be a disaster. Say you're doing 100 shirts with all these colors. After a while, things will start degrading and get darker or whatever. Something goes berserk, and you have to keep those screens clean and whatever. So it's like color separation plays a part in that too. So like for example, the thing you're doing right now, um, I could see that just from what you got right now, I could see where I would start first. I would do least to most. So you do the dark color first, and then you go all the way to light. But I would flash something in between so things wouldn't smear.
Hmm.
And I can
think
teach
you're gonna
this.
have to do a class on that, man.
Yeah, I can teach this to people that want to learn how to do this. Now, you don't necessarily have to print the T-shirts. You can be the artist, and I can show you how to do this. It's not hard at all, and it's like I know all the different techniques from discharge to plastisaw, whatever. And like I said, these guys up here, they're scared to do it, and I'm just like, dude, you just don't want no money, I guess. So. But yeah, I can offer this to anybody that wants to do their own T-shirts or whatever. And it's like,
Dari, this would be a great 10-part course to film yourself, and that way you don't ever have to teach it again. You film the course, and then that's done. And for the next X amount of years, you share those videos and have people come aboard to learn your technique.
Yeah, I can show you the machines to use, all types of stuff. It's just
what do you mean? We're
about
to get you a ticket out to Rasta Mind's studio, and you guys are going to start working on this weekend.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. If he's got automatic machines, he's a beast. Nobody does manual any work. They do it up here. And I'm just like, everybody up here is thinking Fred Flintstone. I'm just like, dude, you need production. I like fast. I mean, Dan, you know how me and Bo did it. We got machines. We fast. We get the product out. You know, it's like doing it by hand. It's like it's gonna take weeks with the stuff we did. We did the Dalai Lama stuff, and that's bragging points right there. You know what I mean? Who's printed T-shirts for the Dalai Lama? You know what I mean? So, and that was a discharge process, and we were just starting on that. I mean, we ruined some shirts too. It's like we didn't know anything about discharge. Dude, it's certain colors you can't do discharge on, like turquoise, and he wanted turquoise shirts, and we tried to print discharge on it. It was a disaster, but he took them anyway. So it's like, but then he had burgundy shirts. And that printed like a charm. So it was like, wow. But he didn't care. He just wanted something for the event that he was at in Atlanta. So it worked out. But you live and learn. And it's like, I know what to do. And yeah, Tom, you know what? We need to talk.
Yeah. Somebody needs to help you organize your brain. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Tom.
because my brain don't work all the way. Got too much going on, man.
A nice way to put it is my brain works all the way, but not all the time.
Exactly. Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Dan, you're not dropping a bunch of little points. You're flowing your pen across the glass to finish the entire shape, correct?
I figured I'd try this pencil. That's exactly what happened. So now I actually
You got the onesie done?
Yeah, I did the onesie, but things are out of order. And this is the part, Odari, where I don't work with, well, sometimes one layer will have that particular color. But sometimes, in this case, the layer has different colors. And sometimes those same colors are on different layers. Because
that's why you do it at the end, Dan. At the end, you grab you grab that one color, and you go up to the menu where it says objects, and you go down to the word same, and you click on the word same fill color, and all the colors that have the same fill color will be highlighted, and then you copy, cut, create new layer, and then paste. And then all of that same color will now reside on a new layer. But you don't have to worry about that till the end.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
You don't have to organize that the way you're thinking while you're creating.
Right, because when I'm creating, I just want to create.
Yeah, don't let that slow you
do
down.
do the work, and then worry about what colors go with what at the end. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, and then depending on what your budget is, as far as what you want to do, as far as if do you want 4 colors, do you want 5 colors, and then you got to find the guy that got those kind of machines to do that, and then. I mean, as you know how to do Illustrator and vector work, so it's like it wouldn't be hard for you. I mean, dude, you could probably learn how to do this on Skillshare in like 2 hours and be done. You know what I mean? Yeah, because you know vector, and it's the same thing. It's that the 4 color thing you were talking about. It's like that's kind of old school. If you want realism, anyway, that's a dot process. What you're doing is not a dot process, but it's still it works. You know what I mean? And so you're drawing over fingers and things like that. Now, when you're printing, you have to trace the whole thing. You know what I mean? You can't do an underlayer because you'll see it in the print.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So the only thing that should be under is the white underbase if you're doing a dark shirt using plasticine. Now, if you're doing discharge, it's a whole other thing. So yeah, it's complex, man. But
yeah, man, I already don't know what y'all talking about. What are y'all talking about? I thought we were talking about art. Y'all talking about science.
Man, I've been trying to get Bo to get up in here, man. He's busy though. He's doing some work.
Yeah,
but Bo
he don't need
is the master.
He don't need friends.
Yeah, he's like the Jedi Master, and I'm the Padawan, and I learned all that stuff from him. So it's like, that dude's amazing, man. I learned a lot of printing stuff from him.
Yeah, Bo knows.
Yeah,
that dude. I've been printing with him since 1998. Yeah, long time. I know people who were printing with him had a merchandise, and this guy, his name is Marco. He had a pita shop, and I walked into the pita shop one day, and I liked his merchandise. I saw the shirts, and I was like, "That's pretty cool, man." And he says, "Yeah, go see my man Bo." And Marco was in Little 5 Points, and Bo was down the street, and on the other side, Elizabeth. It's now fancy. All that area is fancy now.
Mm-hmm.
And so he said, "Go see my man Bo." I said, "All right, I'll go check it out." And Bo been nice from the moment I met him. He was a nice guy, very helpful. And like I said, I bring him a drawing and a piece of paper and say, "Hey man, put this on a shirt," and he do it. He said, "Okay." He ain't complain. He ain't whine. He ain't say I'm going to charge you extra. He ain't say I only take Illustrator files. He said, "Okay." I was like, and so every time he did the shirts, they were perfect. Love that guy.
Yeah, he's sweet. I haven't met anybody like him that can do t-shirts. And he does more than t-shirts. I learned flat work from him and everything. Flat work is another thing that's cool. That's another form of printing. It's like you don't have to do t-shirts. You want to do posters or paper type work or paper print pressing, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I learned all that stuff from him. It was like it was an awesome environment to learn different ways to do printing.
Yes, very cool guy, and very, very knowledgeable, very helpful all along. Beautiful. So I'm looking at my drawing. Oh, and let's get to the comment. Diane says, "I worked in screen printing for years, and we use Illustrator. Layers don't play much part. Create spot colors, and you can do it without worrying about layers." There you go, Dari. Spot colors.
Yeah, spot colors. Yep.
Yeah, none of us was smart enough to mention spot colors.
But see, everybody has a different terminology is the thing too. That's like I know the term spot colors, but it's like I always just use the term color separation. Like
No, that's an illustration. That's an illustration term, not a printing
Is
term,
it?
though.
Really? Because we use
Yeah,
a term
That's how
called
you organize
spotlight.
your color palette.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, we do use terms like a spot white or a spot blue or a spot. And that's the color that goes on top of everything. We call it the spot color.
Well, there you go. Learn something new. I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
like
I'm
this
checking
with
out
the
your process here. And that's I've never done that before. That looks cool. So I'm checking you out, Dan.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. So to get my circles, I'm gonna do little bitty round shapes to get my little fluffy hair.
You have a way of
Other than
combining them all?
Yeah, I could do that. I haven't done it.
You could though if you wanted. Just select them all and make the entire
Pathfinder.
pair once you're done one shape.
Yep. Look, I
Okay.
can do that
Yep.
now.
Okay,
Select
got
it
it.
all. There it is. There's Pathfinder shape right there.
Boom.
Combine
Yep.
all. Boom. I want to convert to
Boom.
path. Bam.
Yep. Done.
Yeah.
Done.
Illustrator.
Monster. Dan's a monster. Look at him.
Yeah, Illustrator's dope.
And he didn't even go. He didn't even undo twice. He's like, "Yeah, watch that. Boom, I did it.
Yeah.
Now keep going. Boom."
Right.
Yep.
Illustrator's dope.
Illustrator is amazing. A
You
friend of
have
mine,
the circle
he showed
tool
me.
open, and you're just dragging down a corner every time you put the pen onto the thing. Drag a corner, drag a corner, drag a corner.
That's it. Drag a corner, set it where I want it. And now I'm going to select this and go like that. Boom. So now I got the round head right here. Boom. And there you go. More circles. So that way they look fluffy on the edges.
I don't know. Yada had twins.
No, they're
God.
not twins.
They're not twins.
They
I
look
thought they were
alike,
twins
but
this whole time.
They look like twins to me.
Yeah.
They both have the same expression.
They
Right.
do. Yeah.
And neither one of them look like Yada. They look like their mama probably, huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know what Yada look like.
Yes.
I need to
Good
get one
Lord
of them
Yada.
hats, by the way. I'm about to hit him up tonight.
Yes. He's making custom hats. He has a art style all his own. Yes, you gotta check him out. I should go get my
He's from
hat.
Wakanda, man. He's from Wakanda. Because that's what that style look like. He look like he's from Wakanda. I'm like, the hats are dope.
There you go. Let me see. I was gonna move on to the next color.
Dan, you got
And,
27 people live with you. We've had over 116 people come through the stream so far.
Nice.
And
Welcome
if you don't
everybody.
know,
Thank you for
can
hanging
go-
out.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Welcome everybody.
just-
Thank you for hanging out. We appreciate you. We like talking about everything and anything here related to art, the business of art, illustration, and today is really all about illustration with Illustrator, which sounds kind of funny when you say it. I don't know. I think it sounds funny. But I'm making a portrait of these children here. They are my nieces and my grandchild. And I want to try this art style. This is only my second time ever using this art style. And I want to make it a go with their portraits and see what happens. We have people joining us on the Discord. They're stopping by. The only people talking right now are Tom and Odari because they're very comfortable. They've been through this before, and they're talking and
We
sharing.
talk too much. Yeah.
Oh, you guys are good. But everybody else who's on the Discord is welcome to jump in also. You can hear them coming in and out when the little beeping noise comes into play. And but just jump in and say hello. This is a friendly space, and we like it when people hang out and engage with art. Now, my technique so far has been the pen tool, but also the pencil tool, because some lines I just want to draw and I want to make it look a little organic, but then some I want really clean and clear. So that's what's happening here. Welcome. Diane is dropping some more knowledge on the Behance. So Dari, get it together. There it is. Look at that.
Let me
Boom.
check that out. Let's see what's going on.
Get it together.
Get it together. Oh my God.
Right.
Phone is ringing. Gotta go.
Beastie
See
Boys.
what's happening.
Q-tip.
One, two.
That's a rare song. That's the Beastie Boys with Q-tip.
Yeah, it's classic.
Yes. Oh, it's banging. That song is banging. Get it together.
And it wasn't on an album. It was only a special release.
Yeah, I own
yeah?
it.
Are you sure? I thought it was on.
I have it.
Licensed to, or not licensed to ill. The third one. What was it called? Ill Communication.
Is it on there? Is it on the album?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's
it's
called
on Ill
Blue
Communication.
something.
I'm sorry. You're right, Monica. The remix is unavailable. It's the one that got played on the radio was not the album version. You're right.
Okay. I
Get
don't
it
remember
together.
Being on the radio,
Get it
but-
together, Tom.
Get it together, Tom.
See what's happening. Oh, one,
That
two.
was one of my favorite songs on the album.
Oh man, and that little noise distortion. Boom. Oh, I want to listen to it.
Though. Beastie Boys, though.
Oh, one,
The
two,
stuff
one,
they
two.
did, I mean, they played their own music and everything. It's like, wow. Beastie Boys.
Mhm. Let me see.
All the way to the last album, they just super dope.
In 1991, I lived with their friends on the Lower East Side of Manhattan, and they were all musicians, and every day was about making music for a whole year. It was pretty cool.
God, I wish I was
Every
there.
day I'm hustling.
Every day. Oh, Dar, you were there in spirit because you are a musical master from Detroit, and I
Yes,
felt your spirit even though back then.
Yeah, dude. I love
Yes.
hip hop. It's just
That's
With
it.
Dan doing
I
his
wanted to
drawing,
play
we need
some.
to play some like Family Affair. It's a family affair.
you talking Sly now.
It's a family affair. You were talking Isaac Hayes.
You're right. True. We showing our age now. Okay.
Y'all showing y'all age, man.
It's all right. The musicians we're naming are some of the best. Phone is
Yes.
ringing. Gotta go.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That's Dan's
So now-
favorite sample in hip hop. When the East is in the house. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Danger.
Danger.
We still
These
showing
are
our
some
age.
good
You know
beats.
that, right?
What'd you say?
We still showing our age. You know that, right?
You
Dan,
showing
there's-
your age. I'm young.
There's a song that I know Dan likes, but you forgot the name of it, Dan. It's called Pronto. Do you remember that song?
Mm-mm. What's that?
Let me pull up the name
Pronto?
of the artist. Yeah. Hold on.
All right, let's do the shirt. Boom. Now, see, the first person in this picture took me extra time because I was trying to wrap my head around my process, right?
Mhm.
And then I had people talking to me about layers and color separation and spot colors. But now, after I did the first one, the second one is like, okay, now I kind of got a flow. I know what I want at the end. And that's part of the experimentation, is that sometimes you just jump into something and you don't know what you're doing. You're like, well, let me see what happens. And as you're working through it, you start to understand what you see. You have to remember the steps that you took to get there. And then you start figuring out, well, how could I take a shortcut here so that I can get to the same place but not have that creative exploration experience. I did the creative. I did the exploration. Now let me get to my process. There you go. I just wanted to say that.
Dan, last
go
night
ahead.
we did the iPhone work, right?
Yes.
And now that you say that, you are so right. it took me time to memorize my process because I would go through all these different apps and get to a conclusion. And I look back and I go, how did I get here? What was my process?
Yeah.
I go, how did I get here? So
Yeah.
then I started learning that I have to learn my process in each step so that if I need to go back to a certain section, I haven't really lost my place. And I think that's a really good point. Yeah.
Yes.
I noticed with you'll be talking with us. And then at some point in every stream, there's a breakaway point where you just get the flow and then you're gone. We look up and like half the drawing is done.
It's done.
That's like the breakaway flow. Like once you figure it out.
Now,
Yeah,
Dan,
and that's my process. Go ahead.
do you label your colors? Do you label all that stuff? Because that's another thing about color separation. Now you're just doing your art flow. Now, if you label those colors and you got similar colors on different layers, so if you labeled those colors and you wanted to do t-shirts with those, that you could combine those colors together to make them one layer. Do you do that? Is that something you do?
No, because some of those colors, the same color will be in front of one color, and that same color in front will also be in the back, so I can get an effect. And so if I flatten them and put those colors in the same layer, then it gets rid of that visual effect that I created.
You'd have some problems. If that
Yes.
happened.
And sometimes
There's a way
it's
to
easier
do
to
it.
do the layers this way
Yeah.
than it is to do all the little trims.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. There's a way to do that too. You got to do a lot of cutting out and then,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
If you look at Dan's drawing where it's a close up of the hand and the pencil, and where the palm meets, he's got all those layers of shading. Yeah, if you made that all one thing, it would just, you wouldn't be in a good place.
right.
The effect would disappear.
Yes, and that's the thing. That's right. And so you have to use layers to help you along that progress. And maybe there is a step, like what Tom was saying, that you select colors and you flatten them into one layer, but then that's going to take away some of that illusion. Kind of like and I like to talk about vector like this, is that it's the turkey drawing when you were in kindergarten and it was Thanksgiving, and so you do, American kids will know. We got international people here, and they're like, what are you talking about? We don't do that in kindergarten. In America, in kindergarten, during Thanksgiving, everybody draws their hand, and then they decorate that hand, and after a while, it's a turkey. And it is through all the layers of all the different color paper that then you're looking at a turkey. And that's the same effect that I'm working on here when it comes to Illustrator.
Awesome.
I like how you guys laugh, because that makes sense.
That's right. But yeah, it makes total sense. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. I know it's awesome, bro. No. And so like here's an example. So in this layer 13, and I will label my layers eventually, but not yet. Layer 13, there's a couple of things that are wrong and I'm going to fix. But I needed to do the drawing first. I needed to have the layer in front of me so then I can make the adjustments. Number one, the shirt is like over, right here is over the arm. So I don't want it over the arm. I need it behind the arm. So I will grab that whole layer and go all the way behind the arm. Boom. And because I cut the neckline to fit the shirt, then Tom, are you talking to us or yelling at your neighbor? He's yelling at his neighbor. And because I cut the neckline to fit that shirt, so now it looks like, well, that's the shirt line and it matches. There's a second thing that I need to do here. This reddish, dark red, burgundy. It's over this light red color of the shirt. And what I need that color to not to be so dark, this reddish hard. So what I'm going to do is make a new layer, layer 14. And then layer 14, I'm going to put those two darker reds. Leave layer 13 the lighter pink red. And layer 14, I will select and turn down the opacity. Maybe multiply. There it is. And then turn down the opacity. Boom. Now I have a cool effect on the shirt that looks like a shadow. And I don't have to necessarily select a color that is going to stand in for the shadow. I just use a darker color, turn down the opacity, multiply it, boom. I got two colors or an effect of a shadow right there. But it's helped by the shadow being in its own layer and the shirt being its own layer, and now they play together. There you go.
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, so let's go like this. And let's go like that. So like, boom. So now it looks like a real person.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. All right, so we got two people down. All right.
Got
This
it
might be a short
together.
stream. Get it together. We're going to have to play that real loud later on in the Discord. All right, everybody. So later on, once the stream is over, what we do is hang out in the Discord. There's a bunch of people hanging out right now. They ain't saying much. Oh, we got to die for. Oh, that's cool. We got Bree, Dark Light, D, Golden Rose, Motor Void, Dari, Personification, Rastamine. Oh, I'm going to tell you about Rastamine in a minute. Tamika the Artist, the Art School Tourist, and of course, Tom LaRock. So they're hanging out with us in the Discord, and after the stream is over, we're going to open up the conversation. Everybody will jump in and start saying more things, because right now, everybody's kind of paying attention to me. I like to talk, and so they give me the room to just keep on talking, and I appreciate that. But so if you want to join the conversation, just join the Discord. It's free, and get in on the conversation. All right, so this little lady's name is Sophia. Boom, Phia. Okay. And now I will put all these layers under Sophia or in Sophia's layer. So when it's time to work with Sarah, look, I just turned off the eyeball. Turn off the eyeball. Boom, they're out the way. I know those are done. And let me go ahead and save the file. All right, I'm going to tell you guys about Rastamine. And I don't know if he sent me some files. Hey, Rastamine, did you send me anything? Not yet. Let me look. No, he ain't sent me nothing. All right, cool. Ooh, Dark Light posted his artwork in the Share Your Artwork in Progress. Very cool, man. Thank you. That looks good. I see the progress. Yes. And then sketch together. Steve says he's on mute for a little bit. A friend is here. Nice. D said, what's up? Dari said, what's up? Oh, Rastamine says, I don't have an automatic press. Oof. So you do everything by hand, Rastamine? Do you sit there and go like this? And then back? I'm not doing that. I'll tell you what. Steve says, hey guys, sorry about not checking in. Been up since this morning. Super tired. Got to nap out. Have a good night, Steve. Enjoy the rest of your evening. All right, so let's get to this. I'm going to tell you about Rastamine and the big project that we got coming up. Oh my God, it's huge. All right, let's see. It's not that bad, actually pretty fun. And there's some people who enjoy the manual exercise, the manual labor that comes with creating something beautiful. I appreciate you guys. Yes, that's kind of like how we feel about Bo. Like, that guy enjoys printing. He loves printing. All right, so let's start this other drawing, or this other person here. Boom, and let's take that down here. Come on. So Rastamine is a person who has a ton of equipment and likes to make merchandise. and I say merchandise or merch, but he has a lot of products that he makes, and he makes them by hand. A lot of that stuff is done by hand. And we've been talking recently, and I'm going to say that it was Tom who quickly jumped into some of the ideas that Rastamine was sharing with us, and we found a project to work on together. And so hopefully this week we get it wrapped up. Next week we'll start talking about when we're going to stream this idea. But and so the very basics of it, just so that you guys know, check out Rastamine's profile, and he has like all these different things that he makes them out of wood, cloth, printing, and so the idea is to have some of Rastamine's gear. Let me see if I can grab this.
What up, Dan? I'm on, by the way.
You're on? Okay, cool. I'll give you a chance to share some more. You can tell us some more.
No,
so
if you just have any questions or anything, I'm happy to answer them. But man, just keep on going. You're killing it.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
Oh, hey.
Well, if you guys want to engage with Rastamine, stick around, and he will be around to share. However, this is all I'm going to tell you right now, because we still got a few more steps to go. And that is, so most of the time, artists use a glove like this. And I don't use it with the iPad or the Surface because they have pretty good palm rejection. But I do use it when I'm working on a big computer like this one. This one has palm rejection, but sometimes it doesn't work so well. And so it's better when you have a glove like this. And if you're going to draw for a long period of time on a tablet, the tablet screen can get hot. You can get a little sweaty, depending on how you're living. It might be a little clammy. And so it helps to keep the screen dry and free of grease. I do wash my hands all the time, so my hands gotta stay clean, but there's always some kind of scratching or touching, and then there's some grease on your screen. In any case, these are really great, right? And so Rastamine said, hey, I know how to make these gloves, and let's make some gloves featuring your artwork. And when you start working on art and taking it all the way to a physical object, like what Odari and Diane and Tom been talking about, then there's like your art becomes this much more special, because now it goes from the screen, from something that you're creating on paper to something physical that other people can have and share. And that's where Rastamine comes into play. And so he says, hey, man, let's make some gloves. Let's make some things out of your art. And I said, let's do it. Tom's like, we got a long list of things that we should do. It's like, yes. So in the next week or two, we're going to have a project here on Behance where I take the drawing from beginning to end, send it off to Rastamine. Rastamine is going to join us. Hopefully, we're going to work on that. And then he's going to show you the actual product. And we're working on a surprise for the Discord. There's still a little bit ways to go on that. But if you're part of the Discord and you've been with us for a while, we're going to try to share something with you all. There it is. That's all I can say about it right now, because you know how it goes. Sometimes things take a little extra. D says, I have mine
Cat's
all
out the
day.
bag.
I forget to take it off most of the time. Yeah. Go ahead, Tom. Said the cat is out the bag.
Yep.
Yep. It's coming.
You guys ever leave the house with the glove on and go to the store and you're like, oh, I got my glove on. Oh.
I know an artist who did that.
I've done
Michael
that.
Jackson.
I'm guilty.
Oh, you're guilty.
Yeah, I've done that.
You forget you have it on, and
Yes.
then people are like, what's going on there, man?
Yeah, they think something wrong with me. I don't know.
But I think that's normal. We all
DMC
think
says
there's
it's
something
not
wrong.
Michael Jackson. This is not Thriller.
Yep. So there you go. So that's a project that we're working on. There's going to be more updates as time goes on. And as soon as I have some hard dates, you will be the first ones to know that we're going to have Rastamine and Tom jumping into the stream to share what it is that we got going on that we're very happy to talk to you about. There it is. Boom. There it is. Bam. And you say, this is a dope jam. Yeah. We're a Behance, so with no cursing allowed.
Ever.
Let's go there. That's right. Boom.
I know what
There
you're
goes
talking about, though.
Bring the noise. Yeah, y'all, come on. There we go. Yeah, we need some good music. That's what's missing here. All right, cool. We got that. I'm still trying to think about what I'm doing here so that I can do the layers in the way that it's going to work out. And so now let's do this.
I have a crew making beats right now because I don't have any music for my streams at all, and I'm from Detroit, so that's just blasphemy. So once we get it together, I'm gonna start sharing a lot of these beats. I already got House Shoes approval to use beats. Tom's making beats, and I got a few other cats that's involved. Jason Staten, he works with Wu-Tang. I've talked to him, so I'm gonna try to get some beats for all of us. See what happens.
Okay. Let's see what happens, yo.
Yeah, even
Make
my
it happen,
father,
Captain.
he's a beast.
Uh-oh. There goes Tom.
It's Tom.
That's not me, but I like it.
That's not Tom.
Nope.
Who was that?
An imposter.
And Bree.
What? It's Bree? Bree
Go
got
ahead,
beats?
Bree.
She's on the electric guitar.
What?
She's like, bow, wow, wow.
Right?
Beatbox.
Oh, that's dope.
That is so cool.
Ooh.
I used to DJ too.
Oh, I'm loving this.
You used to DJ, Bree? Is that your name? DJ Bree?
Now I was Sunshine back in the day.
Nice. And what was your flavor of music?
Anything I could put on the table, I'd mix up some turkey in the straw with some beets.
Some turkey and the straw. Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Yes. Why not? And did you spend here in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Where and when? Because I wasn't too much of a party animal, but I still hang out.
It's for your time. You couldn't even get out the house then.
What? Before my time. Dang. No, it can't be that far back.
Yeah, it was the 85s.
Yeah, well, I guess you're right. Wow. And that I forgot what you just said about Atlanta. Was that in Atlanta or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't discover Atlanta until '97, so yeah, that's before my time.
Well, I discovered Atlanta in '94. So yeah.
Yeah, it would definitely been before your time.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I got out the rink in '94.
You came in almost at the end of Freaknik there.
Yep. I caught the last couple years of it.
Yeah. It was awesome.
Might have even caught Jack the Rapper.
What?
I knew Dan wouldn't react to that, I knew Dan wouldn't react to that, but I knew Bree knew what it was.
I heard of it. I was not here then. No.
Yeah, it was late '80s, early '90s. It faded out, and then a new convention took over in Miami called "How Can I Be Down."
I do remember that.
Mm-hmm. And the guy from How Can I Be Down went on to Love and Hip Hop. He is Peter Thomas from Love and Hip Hop.
Okay.
Hmm.
It was an interesting show.
I never watched it.
My wife
the
watched
show,
it.
the
I don't
show
know
was
nothing about
totally
it.
terrible. The show was terrible. The show doesn't represent love or hip hop, unfortunately.
No.
And I'd be happy putting this part of the conversation to bed because I really don't like it.
Yeah, it's over.
I was trying not to go on them. I was trying to be nice. My grandmama said, "If you ain't got nothing nice to say."
Yeah. That's one of them type of shows.
Where was your grandmama from, if you don't mind me asking?
Fayetteville, Georgia.
Ooh, Fayetteville, I know Fayetteville. Yes. I love Georgia. I miss Georgia. God, I miss Georgia.
I should say Fayetteville, East Point.
East Point.
East Point's on point. I like these points.
That's down the street.
East Point's on point.
Yeah, all day. I love East Point. I lived right next to East Point. I was in Hateville for a little while.
Man, you wouldn't believe Hateville has blown up.
Yeah.
It's
I've heard.
capital now.
Yeah, so I've heard.
They have few art shows.
Yep.
They dedicated a house where you can do art shows and stuff.
Yeah, they got the Arts Exchange. Oh, well, that one's in East Point. That's in East Point.
Yeah, but they got their own little art exchange because over in the park, they got this little gallery thing that they do galleries and they do the car shows, the classic cars.
By the train tracks?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's Hateville.
They got all new condos down there.
Yeah, Porsche's down there.
Harry Norman, realtor, the big boys.
Mm-hmm.
They done moved into Main Street in College Park.
Oh, really?
They selling homes in East Point and College Park right now between $250,000 to $500,000 or more.
College Park, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
the whole city's blowing up.
College Park is blowing up because that was the hood when I was in college.
Well, they got this new Coliseum down here in College Park for the A-League team, the minor league basketball players.
Yeah.
And I think the women are supposed to be playing down there also.
That's super awesome. Yeah, because I was down there in '97. So I lived in College Park back then, and I have my own fraternity. That's something I didn't want to share, right? But I did it. It's too late. Yeah, I'm a founder of a fraternity. So in Morris Brown College, I have my own fraternity. But our little meetings and everything was in College Park, but it was the hood back then.
So you a part of the Divine Nine or not?
Oh yeah, I've been all up in there. I got secrets that I've done in Atlanta before I met Dan.
Weirdo.
I done did some things down there, but yeah, it's cool to see how Atlanta advanced. It's like, well, I don't like how they do little 5 points because that was for us. That was the artist community.
They kind of genderfied it. That's the best way I can say.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know the triangle where all the interesting folks would hang out sometime. You know, the little storefront peaches, and then some of the artists playing the guitars or something.
Yeah.
They don't put a fence around that area, so you can't sit along that wall no longer.
Really? Yeah, it's done changed.
Yeah,
It's
very,
a lot of tourists
tourists
there
now. Yeah,
Yeah.
very tourist.
The same way, it's the same way in Detroit too. It's a lot of tourists downtown, and it's like I'm not familiar with anything up here, and it's like you got a lot of hipsters out here, and there's places to eat outside. It's like you eat outside now in Detroit. That's weird. It's a totally different place.
That's weird.
It's,
The way you said that was
'cause-
funny. That's weird.
Well, I grew up in a hip hop shop in St. Andrews, and everything people seen in 8 Mile is not true. I've lived it, so it's like the
But it's not
food,
true?
everything. No,
You said it's not true, but I lived it. So what did you
8
live?
Mile. I lived the real 8 Mile story.
Uh-huh.
It's like when they didn't battle in the places. The movie is fantasy. And it was, everybody got along. We had little battles here and there, but everybody got along here as far as hip hop and art and everything. And what I loved about Detroit the most, it's like we were young and we were trying to find our thing and with art and culture and everything, and we all found our niche, and it was really cool. And 8 Mile didn't show that part, so it was like I was kind of disappointed in the movie.
Well, that's not what that movie was about. The movie was not about showing all of that stuff.
It wasn't. I mean,
right.
even Eminem didn't use his own name. He used Rabbit. Rabbit is not what we called him. So it was another. It was like an alternate dimension of Detroit.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Y'all see this? Y'all see this man? He
Who
done
that?
did a whole portrait in 10.2 seconds.
I'm looking at it. Yeah, he's a beast. See,
That's
I'm
it.
not amazed at all. Dan is the man. He is the man. I'm looking at him doing it. I'm like,
That's right.
Yo, Fresco, Photoshop, whoever listening in, y'all need to hire this man.
Mhm.
Y'all
Definitely.
right on a good thing. You remember that song?
Yes. Killing
you
it.
gonna you miss a good thing.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Dan be
Come on
killing
with
it.
it.
I'm sorry I had to toot your horn, bro.
Thank you. No, somebody out to.
But
If
it's
you
true.
don't, I will.
It's like
Now get on Twitter and say it
And
again.
you know what? You know what's cool with that portrait too, because you can change that into a card, a greeting card, and put little party hats on them, or
you can do anything. Yeah.
jizz them up.
Mm-hmm. You're
That's
right.
cool.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Or you can send it over for a remix.
Uh-oh. There you go. That's right. I may do that because you never know what comes out of Tom's workflow.
Mm-hmm. See, yeah, everything is retro nowadays. Even your background on your stream, it's got retro colors.
It's got some colors. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with the purples and dark blues and everything. People are vibrating to that type of style right now. I don't know why, but that's what's
That
popular
color
right
is
now.
prevalent.
Yeah.
it's look at the most drastic use of the color scheme behind Dan is the new King Kong poster. It is the most drastic version of what Dan has going on that I've seen.
Really?
The King Kong poster? Is it
I'll share it here on
which
Discord.
movie was that?
One?
Which one?
I'm going to share it on Discord. Hold on one second.
Okay, I have to ask, is somebody's fire or smoke detector battery dying? Because I keep hearing it chirp.
I hear.
I keep hearing it too.
Yep, I hear it too.
You should ask. Let's be safe, y'all. Change.
Took me a
your
while to figure
battery.
out it wasn't mine.
It's somebody's. You just need a 9-volt battery.
I'm in the dungeon, so it's not down here. But
Not you.
no, it's not me. I'm in the dungeon. But yeah, I've been hearing it. Yeah.
This is Tom. I'm outside. It's not me either.
You sound outside, Tom. I can hear it. Are you living in a? Do you have a balcony type thing going on?
Me,
What?
Odari?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a pretty big balcony out here with a couple of tables and chairs. And
That's Florida. Yeah, I had that.
Let's
now.
see. Save it.
Cool.
Almost done, y'all. Almost done. And as you can see, yeah, it's a pretty simple process. When you start off, you don't know really what's going on. You just start drawing. You try to figure it out. And what I like about being live and having an awesome group of artists to hang out with is that the creative flow starts. And you try this and you try that and you go here and you go there. And after a while, it starts to come together. I'm not too happy about this background, but I like it enough that I'm going to keep it.
That
Let's
looks
see if I
great.
can touch up.
Yeah, the colors look good.
Go
Thank you.
darker. Go tints darker.
I may have to darken it out. Yep.
Darker. It'll make them pop out.
Yeah, I agree.
The color in the back shouldn't compete with the focal point of the eye. See how it's looking?
But
and you can put a radial glow behind them.
Yeah.
Radial gradient so that it's emanating like the sun in a circle pattern.
That's
from
what I
behind
was
them.
thinking
Might-
about.
might
Yes,
look-
I like that idea. Let's try that.
It's a simple technique and it works with almost every illustration you do. So it's a good way to start,
That's
and get
really
a
cool.
pretty good result.
All right.
Yeah, Monica.
That's awesome.
You rang?
Yeah, I said try putting a dark gradient in the background, radial, and put the color that's going to be in the center just a little bit lighter than the color you have on the outer edge. And then try putting one of your illustrations right on top of it in the center. It should look pretty good.
Okie doke.
Monica's so cool.
Look,
You're like,
look at
sure,
it now.
Tom.
Look at it now.
Sure,
It's got a
Tom.
vibe.
I'm just gonna let
Sure,
Tom do all the hard work from now on.
No, Monica's a great correspondent. We'll be sharing clubhouse rooms in the morning. She'll text me a link in the afternoon. She's a great correspondent.
Okay.
I got Tom, and I meant to send you into this one room. I came across somebody. Speaking of Clubhouse, so there's this one room where it's like 24/7, and I'm sure you've probably seen it. It's 24/7 Art Lounge, and I popped in there, and it was kind of like dying down. So there was only like 2 moderators, and they're like, "Oh, we're struggling," and I was just kind of like just chilling, and then they invited me to come up, so I was like, "Okay, all right, I'll wait." And then as soon as they get to it looks like it's gonna die. And I'm like, all right, time to like open up a can of worms here. And then I started talking about pop art and fan art and like what's the difference? Why is it that some people can get away with some stuff and other people can't? And that sort of thing. And there's this guy who popped in there. I think I forgot what his name was on there. I think it was Baker or something like that. And he has, and I, afterwards I looked at his profile, and he has on Instagram a page called Art Crime or something. And then he has a podcast where they talk about like crimes and art. And he chimed in. And it was
I know the podcast.
You know the podcast, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So he was, so he chimed in. I only listened to like his first podcast because, you know, I only have like so much time in the day. But it was the Mona Lisa one that I listened to. So it was the very first one. But he chimed in and he basically explained to me like, you know, what the difference is, you know, and talked about you know, Jeff Koons
The subtle
getting
differences on what's legal and what's
right. Right, what's legal, what's not, like, and then he used a couple of major cases as an example, like Jeff Koons getting sued for doing a sculpture of, you know, dogs that were literally taken from a photo. So he didn't even like bother remixing it. He was like, I'm just gonna take these dogs because they look cool and I'm gonna make a sculpture out of them. And this is
Dang.
why I don't like him, okay? But that's another discussion. He gets his minions to do his work, blah 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 blah. Anyway, but then he brought, you know, and then he brought up Cause, you know, KWS. And I was like, yeah, like I see him and I see other artists too, like taking like Simpsons. Like there's this one guy that I follow on Instagram who takes like the Simpsons and other characters and they look like they're about to explode.
Look up Ron English.
Ron English, okay.
Yeah, you need to follow Ron English and what he's done with pop culture characters all around the world. Look up Ron English.
Okay. Sorry, I got my daughter screaming in the background. But anyway, so she's crying. But anyway, yeah, he brought that up and was like, yeah, as long if it's satire, you get away with it because it's not it's derivative work. Hold on a second, I'm sorry.
That's Ron English. Ron English. Everybody on the stream probably saw his first most popular piece of work, which was a sculpture of Ronald McDonald as a fat person, a really chubby Ronald McDonald. That was his first breakout. A lot of people knew him for. Background looks great, Dan.
What's the controversy? Is there a controversy? Is that what y'all talking about?
No, she's just building on the fact that the conversation we were having last night, where you know what's fair use, what's not, and that's the discussion they were having today.
All right, let's take that down.
Sorry, I got like poopy diapers to wipe.
TMI.
Be right back.
TMI.
Dang. That's real life, folks. Artists have real lives.
Grandbabies.
I
still do it.
Portrait reminds me of a verse from T-Pain when he says, maybe he said, yeah.
I look at this and I think of Tribe Called Quest. I don't know why. I just think Tribe Called Quest. When Dan, every time he do them. Yes, dude. I see Tribe Called Quest in this kind of style of work. I don't know why. It's just, that's what I see.
Well, there you go. We are near the end, and I'm going to...
Near the end, why don't we get on that background color there and create some shelving in the back with just one color and get a little background shapeage going. Maybe a lamp, some shelves, a window.
Oh, really?
Can I get a chandelier, please?
Yes. Get a mansion.
Can I get a desk lamp? Something.
Get the whole cityscape, Atlanta. Don't worry. I'm going to upload just the no background version so you can add that in. Let's do this again. We're almost there.
Right, Puffy?
PUFFS.
Puffy?
No, no Puffy.
It's like a trading card.
He's cool, but no. That's not what it says. No
That's
Puffy.
a sticker. That's a sticker. I see that as a sticker.
That's right.
I see it as a playing card.
Oh yeah.
You got those new PUFFS cards?
You got them I trade you my PUFFS
I got the
card
Puff
for
Family
your PUFFS
Edition.
right, guys, sorry about that. Real life gets in the way.
Mm-hmm. It's
But
understandable.
yeah, it was an interesting talk with him about like what what the difference is, because I've always wondered that with pop art, like why is it that so and so can get away with doing certain things, and I guess being creative or remixing popular icons, you can get away with it as long as you do, I guess, enough to make it look different versus like, oh, I'm just gonna like repaint this thing that I saw and using someone's like exact image. I think he mentioned Shepard Fairey, who got sued by the photographer for that Obama photo.
He did, man. He was really nervous at the time.
Yeah, and he lost. The photographer won the case.
He was not happy. Mm-hmm.
But and it's funny because you see all the how nice and how beautiful that portrait is, but he used like the exact image and just sort of like changed the colors around. So it wasn't like he used it as a reference and then, okay, I'm gonna draw something different or whatever. But it.
Well, I don't know. If you go to the National Portrait Gallery at the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C., and see the original Hulk poster, I think you'll see the work that he put into it. It's a little more clear in person, the amount of work that went into the portrait.
I'm sure he did a lot of work, but the photographer, he still.
Yeah, he should have reached out to the photographer.
He should have credited him at least.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the mistake. Because then he could have been like, "Hey, dude, I'm gonna do this, and I like your photo, and how about we split it this way, blah blah blah," and he could have saved himself a lot of trouble.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's why I look at it like a blessing, because now we have that as an example. So as we create, if you're going to get close to anything where you're copyrighting someone else's work, you realize that it's best to send a tweet, send a DM, send an email. Hey. And a lot of times, if you ask in the beginning, you have a chance of doing some sort of a collaboration, because the artist or photographer you reach out to welcomes things like that. But if nobody reaches out, that could lead to problems, especially if you're doing a pretty exact derivative of the work.
Yeah. Hey everybody. It's exactly, Tom. It's if you want to do something like this, reach out to the artist, because if he lets you get away with it, he opens a door, and he doesn't want that. So at least you need the clearance, and in the best case, you get a collaboration or a thumbs up or whatever.
There you go. Very good. All right, let's continue that conversation in the Discord, because today and tonight we are done. This piece is complete. I am taking some screenshots so that I can post them on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook under Delta Tango Mike. Thank you to Monica Motorvoid and Tom O'Dari, everybody who's keeping the conversation alive. D jumped in. I appreciate you. Somebody was asking about that fire alarm. What do you call it? Smoke detector? Who was that?
I think that was To Die For.
Yeah,
that was me.
Okay, well, I appreciate that input too.
That was on point. Because I heard it too.
Now, listen. Oh, you guys didn't see what I was doing because the thing crashed again and I forgot to bring it back. But listen, I have seen YouTube videos and you can hear the smoke detector beeping, and it's like, and it catches you off guard, because for a minute you're like, what's going on, smoke detector? Do you need help? And it's like, no, that's that YouTube video. So I understand perfectly Whoever you are,
I just didn't want to keep me up tonight in the middle of the night.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's the worst. That's when you have to spend the $5 on that 9-volt battery that you're gonna buy at the gas station late at night, convenience price. You can't unless you have a Walmart, in which case then you can probably.
Well, here's a good reminder. We're going to jump ahead for the daylight savings next week, so that's when you should be changing the batteries. Just change them, even if they're not dying. Spring ahead, fall behind, change the batteries.
Yeah,
there you go.
My kid goes to school and I hear it in the kid stuff, and I'm like, the kid don't hear that? What's going on? And it drives me nuts. It drives me nuts.
Right. Well, that's good. I appreciate that input. I appreciate everyone's conversation. Let's check some of these messages. I missed out on them. I'm sorry. I've been caught up in trying to get this drawing working. Tamika says she has to go. It looks looking great, and that my little one fractured her foot today. Oh my God, Tamika. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry you had to go through that. I'm sorry your kid has to go through that. I broke my leg when I was 14 years old. I was 13, 14, something like that. It is not fun. What's really ugly about that experience is that I broke my femur. I have a story for everything, so no matter what you bring up, I have a story. I broke my femur, and I had a body cast, okay? I was a kid. I was a teenager, and I had a body cast. I had a cast that went from right below my chest down to my hips, both sides, all the way around to my hip, and then down one leg to my foot. So I was like a mummy. I was really stiff. I could move one leg, but the other leg was straight. Oh, it was terrible. I broke my leg at the end of March. I think it was March. So April, May, June, July. In LA. It's hot. Ugh. Sorry.
Mummy Dad.
Yeah, that was crazy. Thank you, Motor Void. All the best for the little one. Yes. And there was a couple questions on YouTube. I'm sorry. Thank you, Personification. You guys can interrupt me anytime and say something. All right, Gundam, how are you? Ask your question if you got a moment. Peachy Keen says, they asked, Freaknik? What is that?
What?
Oh my God. You had to be in Atlanta in the 90s to know what that was about.
The ultimate party. If you met it.
Oh, yeah. The whole city. The whole city shut down. And they would close off the highway. The only way you can get off the highway is when you were out of the city. Like, that was it. You can't even get off the highway in the city. They closed it off. It's like an evacuation. Like if you live on the coast and they have those hurricane evacuation things. And so they close off the exit so you can't get off. Like you got to drive out of state. That's how it was in Atlanta in those days. Gundam, ask your question. Send me a message. I am Delta Tango Mike. Find me on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. Leave a message. Tag me in something. Let me know. Join the Discord because we're going to have a conversation as soon as this is over. We have a voice channel and a text channel. The art school tourist, she has to go because they're still bugging. Well, thank you, the art school tourist, a.k.a. Monica, for dropping some knowledge and engaging us. Thank you, everybody, for stopping through. This is my drawing. I took some screenshots. I'm going to post them real soon. There it is. I like it. Now, let's see what my wife and my brother-in-law say. Because that's my brother-in-law's daughters. And that's our grandbaby. And, you know, people are going to have their own ideas about it. But I think it's all right. I think it came out okay. Yeah, I like it. You guys let me know what you think about it. Leave a comment. Leave a like in the Behance. Let me see what's going on in the Behance over here. We are on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and Behance. Ooh, there's a lot of people live. We have Derek Mitchell is live, logo and brand design. Robin Hood Steampunk New Year piece with Pez Orama. And building a website from scratch with Sarah. Check them out. I am Delta Tango Mike, and so far, what's the count so far? 290 people stopped through. 43 people are still watching. Thank you very much. Leave a thumbs up, please. If you have a question, please let me know. Send me a message. I may make that a video. Yes, that's right. I just love doing videos. I like going live. I love sharing and talking and just getting into good art live conversation. I'm Delta Tango Mike, and let's say goodbye to everybody. Let's see who we got here. Motovoy, Tamika, Odari, Tom, Diane, Monica, RB, Nonos Contrates. What kind of name is that? Let's see. Personification, Golden Rose. You gotta say it like some kind of commercial. Howers Woo. All right, there you go. Misuha. Let's see who else we got here. That's everybody's name. All right, that was pretty quick. Just let me double check. Yeah, that's everybody. Thank you for stopping through. Thank you to Tamika for stopping through on Facebook. Personification, Peachy Keen, and Gundam America on YouTube. Thank you very much for hanging out. I appreciate you. I appreciate the conversation. And we're going to say goodnight for now. All right. Big ups to Tom for the intro music. I'm going to play that on the way out. Thank you to D for the amazing video. I love playing that video. That's awesome. I might play it for you guys one more time just so that you can see it. Here we go. Boom.